To the live. Hi guys. So there we go, the last episode for this year of A Tale of Two Mothers. I hope everyone enjoyed it. We enjoyed making it, and it was quite special. It was a bit challenging with the weather. We couldn't get out as much as we wanted, but it was absolutely spectacular when we did get out. So absolutely awesome. So anyone got some questions before I start? Is my chat off? Live chat. There we go. Yes, that's the right one. I always get confused. I sometimes forget to put the live chat on, and then only top chat comes through, and then I miss questions, and I don't mean to do that. So please send in your comments, questions. We're waiting with bated breath to answer for you. I think a lot of people are still watching them. Oh. Hi, Aegis. Did I make it unlisted? I'm sorry, I forgot to make this listed. That was my fault. Hi, James. Hi, Arena. Hi, Al. Really great to have you all here on our live chat after the episode. It's been quite special. Yes, it took a minute. That was me, Alicia, not you. Apparently, I forgot to make this a listed chat. It was an unlisted chat. That is my fault. I do apologize profusely. Hi, Lucas. Hi, Lynn. So, for now, that's the last episode for the year. But we've got some very exciting stuff coming up and for the new year. We're going to take a little break, not too much of a break. We're still going to be working till when, Vim? About the 10th. Yes, about the 10th of December. Aegis, how long did it take us to shoot all that footage? We got really lucky with this episode. Normally it takes us about 8 days, 9 days to get enough footage for an episode. But of course, with the rain and whatnot, it was quite challenging to get out there. So we got very lucky. I think 3 days in total, have you? 4 days. Yeah, 4 days in total. Normally, as I said, it takes us between 8 and 10 days to get enough footage. We got really lucky. I mean, we had incredible sighting of the Reed Spate Pride altogether. Rosalind, there are 2 cheetah cubs left, and James, yeah, that was an incredible. Scotty Dyson was with us with that, and VM had been helping him build some new rigs for his infrared stuff, so we were playing with that camera. That's one of the exciting things we are hoping to be adding next year as our own infrared rig. Yes, deja vu. It's much easier when they cooperate. So I think the lion, that whole lion sighting was one afternoon, which is lucky. Well, the cubs and stuff again. Oh, no, we'll pass that on to VM. VM, your music was spot on again. And then the next morning, and we weren't very far from where we left the lions. Well, welcome for your first time live, Barbara. We weren't far from where we left the lions, and we found the cheetah. And after we had left the lions the afternoon before, we searched for her on the opposite side of the reserve for about 3 hours, and it was quite and that's where she'd normally been hanging out. So the next morning early, we were doing some drone stuff, and then I said, well, while we're here, let's just shoot across to the other side of the Deep Sloot River. Maybe we didn't pick her up on the telemetry because she was hiding on that side, and luckily enough, she was. Who was that there? Jenia, the intro song with the lions walking, what was it? It was so perfect. If you go back into the credits of that of the episode, you will see who sings it. Vim might be able to tell me offhand. Well, he's looking. But in the credits, you'll see who sang that. Thank you so much, Bulka Dog. Yeah, some great work by Vim and Lucky to do the editing and the camera work. It's really, really awesome. Nisa, how old do I think that leopard is? I think she's very, very close, or not very much over a year, I'd say. At oldest, probably 14 or 15 months. Thank you, Shamsan. But yeah, I'd say she's quite young. I would say she's at the moment she's transient, and we're hoping that she sticks around. She's probably looking for territory at the moment. Misty, what did Misty ask? Misty, I'll discuss that a little bit later. Chris, is it abnormal for a cheetah to climb? No, the cheetahs actually are relatively good climbers, not nearly as good as leopards, of course, but much better than lions. And they will often use trees to check out the surroundings or look for prey. And quite often the best place to look for cheetah feces is in a tree, and they like to scent mark and defecate on high places. Marcy, I hope she sticks around as well. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Bulka Dog. Noel, what kind of feels would have had if the leopard been Shungiri? I would have been ecstatic. Now, she was really, really skittish when we had the spotlight on her. And thankfully, we had the infrared rig from Scotty with us. And at the moment we put the infrared rig on her, she calmed down. And she was no more than about 10 meters from the car. Thank you, Chris. Yes, Marcy, new swag is coming out. I apologize. It is all on me. I have been a bit busy to get the new Christmas swag out. Now that this episode's over, I'm going to be putting some serious time into getting some new paintedDog.tv swag out before Christmas. Hi, Sarah. Darcy, yes, we are planning some more fabulous series, and that will be starting in the new year. Thanks, Alicia. There we go. There's Vim's popped out the swag that is currently available. I will be adding more swag shortly. Hi, Mim. Hi, Darcy. Oh no, Darcy, I've already said hello. Sorry. Yeah, so we managed to get everything done quite quickly. Aegis, you never know what might happen. So on the 8th of December, we've got some interesting news, and you're all going to have to be very patient, because we are going to be having a special guest on the live chats with painteddog.tv. So you're going to have to wait and see who our special guest is. Christine, yes, the rhinos, we definitely will do some more stuff about the rhinos. If you want to look about the rhinos of the reserve, you can go back into our YouTube playlists, and there's a whole episode on how we keep our rhinos safe by dehorning. So you can go check that out. Your apologies are accepted, old Nick, for being late. I'm not saying anything else. Lots of guesses of who's coming to be the next guest on painteddog.tv. Firebird, we do not know where that new leopard came from. She could have come from a vast area around the area. She could have come from the Drakensberg Mountains up around the Blighter Canyon. She could have come from the sort of citrus farms towards the Blighter River. She could have come from the Timbavati, the Baluli. So that we're not sure. Thank you, Lucas. We're not sure where she came from. She just arrived, and being so skittish, it's unlikely that there's an ID kit on her anywhere. I mean, she really didn't like the spotlight, so it was very, very, very interesting. Yes, Fasano would be an interesting guest. Should I put him on my lap? No, of course I wouldn't do that. Lots of theories about who our guest is on the 8th of December. Lindsay, what type of animals are still able to move between the fenced reserves? The lions do not move. The cheetahs do not move. The leopards, wild dogs, brown hyena, and spotted hyena, all quite, and warthogs and kudu, eland, animals like that, quite freely move between the different reserves. Joanne, they generally go under the fence, but yes, how the animals get through the fence, they generally go out of the fence. Sarah, the bush baby, is doing really, really well. It has now left its nest above me, where it used to live. So she's now, well, there were two, there's a boy and a girl. They're both now moving out and going foraging with mom. They do occasionally come back to sleep here, but not every night anymore. Marcy, yes, we will continue. It might not be as regular because we've got some really special stuff planned for next year. Balgadog says, I can't, my face is like a husband who doesn't stop letting a secret out. Well, I think you might be able to work it out, guys. But yes, what we are planning to do next year, which is going to be quite exciting, is we're going to be doing stuff like The Tale of Two Mothers. Lindsay, the British Film Crew was great. It was a wonderful, wonderful experience. They got everything they need. Alicia, I don't know if I have photographs of the Mangeni young male, so I will go through and check if I do. I think I do, but he wasn't looking too good. Patty, yes, we film with Rhino Revolution quite a lot. A lot of the stuff is for their sponsors and private usage. But yes, we will be doing some more stuff with Rhino Revolution in the new year. We've continuously worked with them through the year. We're also hoping to do a bit more stuff with Endangered Wildlife Trust in the new year. So lots of exciting stuff and a lot more sort of live chats, which will be quite nice. But they're going to be a bit more produced. We're going to get cameras and whatnot, so we can do it a bit better than on my iPad, which is how we do it at the moment. But slowly, we're getting there. We've ordered some new equipment from overseas, and we're going to be getting some new equipment that will enable us to do a lot more live stuff, but in a chat format. But I can't give away too much. Marcy, when it comes to the cheetahs, we work with Endangered Wildlife Trust. They are in charge of the meta population of cheetahs in southern Africa, and they're the ones providing cheetahs to reserves like Reed Spraits and other private reserves to increase the cheetah population in South and Southern Africa. So when it comes to cheetahs, we work with Endangered Wildlife Trust. We're quite careful about who we choose to work with for lots of different reasons. So in terms of carnivores, for me, I know the guys I know the guys personally very well who work with Endangered Wildlife Trust in the cheetah and wild dog projects. So we're always up to date with them. Impy is doing great, James. We actually saw him and filmed him. And for those of you who watch some of our live cams, Impy appeared on the Boskamp live cam. Was it last night, Vim? Or night before? Night before. Impy came for a drink at the Boskamp live cam. Marcy, the hyenas are doing exceptionally well. There's quite a few little ones around. They're with the heat at the moment. I've been actually watching. They sort of are most active, sort of after sort of 8 o'clock at night, Central African time, and then again they seem to sort of leave the den at about 5:30-ish. They seem to go off, and I mean it's bright sunshine by then. Sarah, thank you so much for that. We do, and we are going to be launching something like that. We are hoping to add. What are you barking at? It's a songololo, silly. The Jack Russell is barking at millipede, and she normally growls at them. So this one must have walked over her foot or something. I'll bring the dog out just now, but she's being very busy over there. She's keeping VM company just outside the office. The puppy is doing very well. She got snipped this week, so she's had to take it a bit easy. But yes, I will bring out the puppy shortly. Chloe, what you doing, baby? I'll get her in a second. So we need to get along to some very important things. Now, yes, she's doing her job barking at stuff. Hey, Noah, it's a millipede. Give it up. No, she was not snipped by a Parabuthus pincer. She was snipped by the vet. No puppies for her, exactly, Alicia. So they've got some really, really interesting news. Olnick, of course we do. We're just waiting for the right opportunity in the right area to do a series on wild dogs. As goes with anything, Vim and I have been tossing around the idea of doing a series on the male lions, and just sticking with the male lions for a while. So there's a couple of different ideas. Hey, give it up, baby. Stop it. Oh no, she's moved on from the millipede to a ground beetle. So there's a couple of different things we've been planning with, and of course with the sort of live chat show, more of a chat show than an informal chat that we're doing at the moment. But now we've got some very exciting news, very, very exciting news, and all I can hear is my Jack Russell going at the ground beetle behind me. So the very exciting news, and VM is about to put up a link where you can find out a bit more information, is that we are launching the first of the paintedDog.tv expeditions. We're hoping to be able to run a few over the year. There are 2 different types of expeditions, and I understand that a lot of people find it quite difficult to afford the cost of a safari. So our rustic expedition, we've tried to keep the costs down as much as possible to give everyone a chance to be able to come out and experience Africa firsthand. So the rustic expeditions will be at Boskamp, where the camera is, and that will be a maximum of 10 people, and depending on what you guys say and the emails and whatnot we get, we're hoping that we will run the first one in April 2020, to give you guys some time, etc. But we're hoping to do 2 or 3 of those a year, and then for those who are wanting a little bit more luxury, we have the Kaya Indlovu Manor House expedition, which is quite a lot more luxurious. You are still in the same reserve, you're just in a different area of the same reserve. But the Boskamp expedition, it's in safari tents that are all en suite. We have our own private chef. We'll have a private guide who will be taking everyone on drive. And the most thing that I think most of you are excited about, so on both of the expeditions, you will be able to join Vim and myself out on the Badger for a drive while we're filming. So that's the most exciting thing. So a ride on the Badger for everyone. We've had to make a little bit of modification to the Badger for when you get, because we'll have to put a backrest on, because otherwise bouncing around in the Badger is quite tough. But we will make sure it is comfortable enough that people can join us for a ride on the Badger. So there we go, and you can have a look, and then there's the email address. You can email there. Just click on the button, it should send you. And if you're not sure of how the button works, you can just email info@painteddog.tv. That's the email address for the expeditions. Well, thank you, Lindsay. Yes, the Kai and Dover one, we wanted to do 5 nights. Unfortunately, they don't have. We can't book the whole camp for that period. So the first time we can get 4 nights in a row is in July. Now, Shamson, we have chosen. So the first, if you want to avoid creepy crawlies and bugs, then you want to be coming from May through to October is about the best time to avoid creepy crawlings, and also it is a bit cooler. Now, April will be the sort of end of the wet season, so it'll be very green, lots of great birds, but all the animals will be around. But yes, so as you can see, there's no dates on the expeditions as of yet. But what we'll be planning, the first luxury expedition at Kai Ndlovu will be in July, and we're hoping that the first of the rustic expeditions will be in April. So you just need to just pop us an email on info@paintedDog.tv, and that will get you more information, a full itinerary, etc. But what I can tell you at those prices on both the expeditions, that everything is included. And yes, I have been thrown off by the donations. Thank you very much to the Super Chat users. We really appreciate it. I know a lot of you have been trying to get us. There we go, another one from Patty, to enable Super Chat. VM and I didn't even know what it was. Suzanne, yes, the cost is in American dollars, and it is fully inclusive apart from your bar bill. So your food, your game drives, your laundry, all that type of stuff is all included, and as well as hosting by myself, VM, and Lucky, and a very good friend of mine on the rustic trips, Simon Beggs, Bogus. He's an incredible private chef, and so he'll be there. And then at the Kai Ndlovu Manor House again. Yes, I will tell Jamie we say hi. Jamie has been very nice and gone to get us takeaway pizza tonight. So it's really, really cool. So basically, apart from your sort of alcoholic beverages and soft drinks, yes, our transport from Johannesburg Airport to the bush is included. So there will be a private transfer vehicle that will pick you up from Johannesburg on a set date. All of you meet together, and then you can carry on, and it will deliver you straight to the camp. May 2030, we're going to be at Kai Ndlovu in July 2020 for the Painted Dog expedition. And now, one of the unique things about these expeditions is, thank you very much, Copper, that in both cases, only PaintedDog.tv people. Vim, do you want to zap the troll? George Hitlerman is saying Hitler is awesome and being a pain. So zap him. There we go. Vim is going to zap the troll. Okay, now let me get back before the troll distracted me. So in both cases, we have taken the whole camp. So only the PaintedDog.tv crew will be in the camps. So there will not be another guest. We'll have both camps to ourselves, completely private. VM, Lucky, and myself will be staying in the camps with you. And during the expeditions, we will, on one night, have a surprise guest. Now, those surprise guests are going to change depending on who's available and whatnot, but you can all imagine who it might be. It could be Misty and, Jerry, apple juice is not included. You're going to have to pay for your own apple juice, but real apple juice, that is included. But apple juice that is scotch and beer and whatnot is not included. And of course, possibly Jamie. So yes, so we obviously we've got a really wonderful friendship circle from PaintedDog.tv that was started with obviously with Safari Live, and we wouldn't be able to do what we do without Safari Live and Wild Earth. So we're very thankful to the time we spent there and whatnot, and we're quite excited to take it into a new chapter. So yes, so that extended, you can expect a visit by a special guest from possibly the extended Wild Earth crew family, but also we might get in a wild dog expert or a cheetah expert for the evening to give a talk, etc. So the guests, depending on who's available and what's happening, the guests will change, etc. So that will always be different. No, so Sammy Jane, yes, Taylor and Scott and Tristan have all been on live chats. And as I said, on the 8th of December, we've got our next person, special guest appearing on the Paint Dog live chat. But what I'm talking about is the expeditions. We will have a special guest who will actually come talk to you in person. Yes, Ellie experts are definitely available. So depending on it is, we're not going to say who it is, but during your 4 or 5 night safari or expedition, there will be a special guest speaking. Now there are limited spaces on these safaris. The Boskamp safari or the Boskamp rustic expedition will only be able to take 10 people. Now that is per person sharing the price. So you guys have to decide if you're willing to share or not. But that's why you need to email and find out. Now at Kaya and Lorval, that which is a little bit more expensive, the luxury safari. Mike, Vim, can you pop up the link to expeditions again, please? Shamsung, we cannot control the Henry. We never know where he's going to be. So, Mike, there we go. If you have a look on there and click on there, the prices and stuff are there. For the rustic expedition, it is $2,500 per person sharing for 5 nights at Boskamp, and that includes all your game drive, all your food, and your teas and coffees, just not your bar bill. And then the luxury expedition at Kai and Lorval will be a $3,500 per person. Thank you, Alicia. Per person sharing, and there will be lots of coffee, Suzanne, and all the coffee you can drink. And so we've tried to keep the costings on these as cheap as possible to make sure as many people as possible can come out and enjoy and see the animals that they love so much and watch on paintedDog.tv. And in the future, we will be adding other expeditions to other places in Africa, depending on what we're doing and where we're going. So it is very exciting. And as I say, we've been going very slowly in how we've been growing. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves. And the only way we've got to where we are, and I really want to make this very clear, is because of the support from you, from everyone, Super Chat to our patrons. And I promise we really understand that some of you are unable to support financially, and we still appreciate the fact that you're watching, you're commenting, you're sharing, you are part of the extended paintedDog.tv pack. So it's awesome that you're there, and we really truly appreciate every single one of our supporters. And it has been an incredible year. It's been quite a stressful year for us, but it seems to have got better and better as the year has gone on, and a lot of that is to do with the support that we've got from you guys, and we really appreciate that. And slowly but surely we're going to be working to bring you more and better and different. So yeah, very exciting. Well, there, Debbie stayed at Kaya before. Lauren, as I said, that's the thing. We really just appreciate the fact that you're here chatting with us and supporting and sharing. There've been some very special people who've made some incredible donations over the year, but every single one of you counts, and we really appreciate the support. It has been a whirlwind of a year. I'm going to make VM come out and also say thank you. We know how much VM hates being on the camera, yes, it's been a great year, and we can't wait for a better 2020 to share with everyone. VM, is the puppy with you? Oh no, there she is. Oh no, Jamie's home, so she's running off to go greet Jamie. Well, I'll get Jamie to bring the puppy. She's waiting at the door for Jamie. Or was VM going to fetch the puppy? Oh no, she's coming here. No, she's looking for Jamie. I think she heard the car come back. Exactly, Jerry. Hitting the like button helps too. And we as I say, we really appreciate every single bit of support. And we understand that some people can't support financially, but just being here. Hi, Bibi. Here's Vim.
Hello, everybody.
And Shoa. Hi. Trouble. You just got eyes for your mother who's about to walk through the door. So we'll get Jamie to make a last minute appearance. I think it was Jamie.
I heard the car.
I heard the car. Hey, look at everyone. I know you're busy. Are you busy? She's trying to see her mom. Oh, she's seen her mother. She's seen her mom. She's seen her mom. Your mom's coming with the pizza, which you're not allowed. Because you're not allowed pizza. Pizzas are not for puppies. Debbie, the first expedition will be in April. If you want more info on the expeditions, just click on the link on the paintedDog.tv website called Expeditions. Jamie, stop teasing the dog from behind the camera. You can see she's just watching her mom. Yes, Ellie, you saw the puppy on Critter Camp today. You probably saw my legs as well while I was trying to rearrange what the warthogs have done. Jamie, come here and just say hi because we're about to say bye. So just remember, okay, go to your mother. All you can look at is your mother. Yes, so your mom's home. Your mom's home. There, your mom's home. Your mom's home. She's so excited, mom's home. Lots of people are asking how you're doing and they miss you.
I miss you all too. I'm doing very well, thank you. Just taking some time to
Jamie's
readjust.
Been studying chemistry today.
Yes.
Is it 150 odd pages of chemistry today?
I didn't tell him how many pages there were in the book.
How many pages are in the book?
About 1,300.
Oh dear. Oh dear. So guys, thank you so much for all the support. We really appreciate it. And remember, check out the expeditions page. The first rustic expedition at Boskamp will be in May. If you email us, we can give you more details on dates and itineraries, etc. I have a puppy in my ear. And then the first luxury expedition will be in July. And again, if you want more details on dates, etc., please just pop us an email. And thank you to everyone, whether you give nothing at all and just watch and share and support, or whether you help us financially. We appreciate every single one of you, and it's been absolutely amazing. And don't forget, there is still a Christmas special coming, and I will do a couple of live chats over December just to touch base with everyone. So much love, and to everyone, a really wonderful festive season. And I'll see you before, but mostly the rest of the team will see you in the new year. Bye. Mwah! Bye.